Hi everyone, this is a follow along how to take your CAD drawing and make a relatively basic um, design option. So this will get you started with your folio design option stuff. Okay, so I've got my picture of my coffee table here. I have already changed the colors, but it's one thing that you can do, and it helps when you're doing a design option or presentation drawing. The most important thing is to think about, how do I communicate my idea with the person who is making the decision? Like what, because they're the ones, you want to try and put your best foot forward with them. So that's why I've changed the colors, just to make it look a little bit more real. In Onshape, it makes everything a different color to show that it's a different piece. So to change everything to the way that I did this one is just highlight all of it, right click over here, edit appearance, make it all gray, click the tick, because I had a lot of legs, so I'm basically coloring all the legs, and now I can highlight both of these, edit appearance, I went to search and I found a wood color. So this is called a hex code. So it's a 6-digit code that computers use to assign color, and that's the color that I chose. So you can have a play around with your own colors, of course, but um, that's the one that I chose. Anyway, so now you can see um, the coffee table here. It's looking pretty good. Find a good view of it. So have a bit of a play around. Something like that I think looks pretty good. Okay, I'm using a Windows, so Shift Windows button S, hold those at the same time, and it'll give you this. And then you basically just want to crop out what you want. I've made a document here. I've made it page setup, so A3 and landscape, because it's for your folio. Click OK. Back in the old days, they used to they used to sort of format web pages with tables. It doesn't work anymore because of all the different screen sizes, but we can use that old technique on our design option here. So I've just made a table, and I'm going to paste. So I just hold Control and press V, and it pastes my picture in. What I want to do is, yeah, let's just merge all these together, and let's make this a better size, and we'll center align. Alright, so that's basically that there. Doesn't look too bad. I need to call my table something, and usually with design options I like to say what it is. So this one is a reception coffee table, because that's the job that we're doing, and I like to give it a name that sort of differentiates it from the other one. So I'm calling this the negative space table. I might even call it wood grain table. And I'm going to merge all these and make it bigger so it's easy to read. 26. Fantastic. Okay, so there's a few more things that we need to do. We need to put the sizes in, and we need to tell it what materials. So I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I've just copied and pasted in from another document that I've done before. So materials, it's solid timber, Victorian ash. So I might say top and shelf. Might bring this this over a little bit. Yep. And then legs and frame, solid timber, painted with Dulux Monument. Monument is the name of the color, and it's a Dulux color. That's generally the trade sort of standard, using Dulux colors. And it's a color that's in the color scheme of the school. So sizes, I've put the sizes in here. I've just done length by width by height. I'm going to get a little bit fancy here and put in a couple of other views. So I'm going to go right view, zoom out just a tad, and I'm going to try and dodge that light. Windows button, hold Shift, Windows button and S. Grab a thing here, hold Control C. Put this in here, Control V. Get a good look at it. And I might actually even have to move this. Yep. That'll do. Could make that a little bit smaller and center align. And now, perfect. Actually, that's the wrong, I'm looking at it the wrong way, aren't I? What is it, 450 millimeters wide? That's what it should look like. And now I'm going to go to the front. I'm going to try and dodge that light. That'll do. Shift Windows S. Take that. Come back into my document. I want it there. Perfect. And then down here I might even go 450 millimeters high. Yep, you probably don't even need that now, but I'll just leave it there. Okay, so we're well on our way. It's not looking too bad. I think someone looking at it who would not know would, be able to see it. I just want to change something though. So on this drawing, you can see all the black lines. I actually don't want that for the main drawing. So what I'm going to do is go back into Onshape, come down here and turn perspective on. So perspective on means the things that are closer are larger than the things that are further away are smaller. Doesn't matter about the size. And I want to go shade without edges. I want it to look a little bit more realistic. Onshape's good. It has a few sort of weaknesses, and in other programs you can actually put wood grain on and things look a little bit better. This one, we're just going to make the best out of what we've got here. So I might go front. It's probably a bit too high. I don't want to see that back leg. But I do want to make it look right. So I think you can tell from there. So hold Shift, Windows button S, copy what you want, delete that, insert the new one. You can resize it if it makes sense. It's kept it center aligned, perfect. It's not that great of a picture. But I'll fix it off camera. Alright, so one of the last things that we need to do is we need to communicate why we've made this table and why we think this is a good solution for, in our case, the reception area at school. So for our end user. What I'm doing here is I'm actually copying parts out of our constraints you might find it better to copy them straight out of the evaluation criteria. Um, and I'm copying that in there. So solution must be able to fit 4 people. That's not going to make a difference. That might make a difference. Get rid of that because we've already written that, and chuck this one in here. And later I'll delete that last row. Alright, so the solution must be able to fit 4 people. So I've already written some stuff. So what's our sizes? 675 millimeter. Okay, so 675, we're saying that it allows for 4 people to access, because having 4 people being able to access the coffee table at the same time, they might be sitting next to each other and not know each other. The solution must be easy to clean. Materials and hardwood, finished with a hard wearing, so clear coat. So this is definitely a clear coat. To provide a clean table for visitors and easy reception to clean with off-the-shelf cleaners. We're going to say here the solution must assist the reception area in creating a good first impression. Sleek modern look with negative space to create the feel of more room. So it is quite cramped in there. And this one here, the solution must have the same style. Modern styling with dark legs helps the table fit in, whilst the contrasting top stands out and helps people avoid walking into it. Yep, creates a first impression focal point for visitors. Excellent. The solution should fit in with the student work theme. So there's a lot of student work in reception. This one here, I'm just going to chuck that answer in there. So I don't know if I can distribute the columns. Yes, I can. And delete this row. Alright, so it's starting to look alright. This picture here is a bit big. Or actually that just needs to come over a bit. This needs some of that. I personally think the finishing touch is getting rid of those lines in the table. So now you can see, don't you hate when that happens? I'm just a bit underneath here. That's better. Fantastic. Let's get rid of those lines. Just chuck that at 0. Alright, so someone would be able to pick this up, not have us there, like not for us not to be there, and to sort of understand what we're trying to do with the coffee table. Um, all right, fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing your one. Thanks for watching.